Hey guys, we're back again with Love Island. Now we're on season 8, episode 22. We obviously skipped 20 because it was a rerun, rehashing kind of thing. All right, so another day in the villa. Looks like there's going to be some drama tonight, so let's see how it develops. All right. I think the only solid couples right now is Gemma and Luca, India and Demi. Who else? Uh, Paige and Jax, maybe. This Paige is sort of sleeping in the same bed with Jay at the moment. But yeah, but I think that's the only ones of all the couples, and there's a lot of couples. Uh, so they're kind of in a situation where there's a lot of people dating a lot of people, but not many of them are really that into each other. I think the ones that are kind of in limbo, mostly it's I would say mostly the girls, but it's kind of the guys as well. Uh, but it's damn it, what is her name? Danica? Danica. Danica and Antigone, kind of just there, not really having much romantic involvement because Danica got turned down by two guys, which was Luca and Jax, and Antigone got turned down by Jay. And Jay is now grafting Paige. Paige is pretty much loved up with Jax. We also have Ekin Sue, who's now partnered up with Charlie, but she's not really feeling Charlie. So there's a weird situation. All right. So everyone's having their little relationship talk. Boy, Paige is still kind of stringing Jay along. She seems like she's making an honest effort to get to know him. She's pulling him aside. She's really talking to him and all this stuff. So she's making an effort, as it would appear. Um, yeah, so she's making an effort. He's thinking that she really wants to get to know him, even though she's kind of kissing up on Jax every other moment. Then we have Charlie here making an effort with Ekin Sue, but obviously it's not going anywhere. But yeah, he's trying. And Jay and Davide seem to like always be together, just sitting around chatting. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, maybe they have a real connection there. Uh, every time they're together, Jay keeps trying to push Davide to go for Ekin Sue. I don't know why he keeps doing that. He's the one that broke them up in the first place, but all right. So we have this situation here. All right. As you can see, you got Dami, you got Charlie, India, Gemma, and Ekin Sue. So what happens in this situation? They were talking about hidden talents. Charlie talked about he had no hidden talents. Ekin Sue said she had a talent to read minds. Demi said, "Hey, maybe I can do that as well." So he starts trying to read her mind. He kind of pretty much just get down the obvious stuff about her. Not really open to see where it's going with Charlie, but not really being that into him and all that, which is obvious. It's not something that he read her mind. Then he goes to Gemma, And he pretty much says, you know, Luca is more into her than she is into him. And if there's a guy that comes in that's exactly her type, she's willing to see where it goes. So pretty much she's open to getting her head turned to someone else, pretty much what it is. And after this conversation, Dami pretty much says, whatever we talked about here just stays here because it could cause drama. Right after he said that, Ekin-Su goes over, she walks away from the group and goes over to, what's it, Paige and Jax, and she tells them what happened. She tells them about the fact that she was surprised that it seems like Gemma could have her head turned. Right? You see her there talking to them about the exact thing that they were just talking about. And yes, so she does that. I don't know why she did that, because Jax is good friends with Luca and Paige is good friends with Gemma. So exactly what you think would happen is what happens. Gemma goes to, Paige goes to Gemma and tells her what Ekin-Su says. Gemma gets pissed off and she goes and confronts Ekin-Su for spreading whatever about her. And as she's doing that, as Gemma is doing that, and she's getting pissed on, she's confronting Ekin-Su, she runs into Luca and he asks her what's going on. She doesn't tell him anything. She walks away and she goes and doing her thing. And he's just standing around feeling pretty stupid, like no one is telling him what's going on. Then then Jax goes up to him and he's like, "Oh man, that's pretty crazy." And he said, "I have no idea what's going on." And Jax says like, "Oh, I thought you were there. I thought you knew." So he explains to him what the situation was. And now Luca is kind of pissed off. He's pissed off that Gemma doesn't explain to him what's going on. When she had the chance, he would have done that for her. He would have told her the situation before he tells anybody else, but she told everybody else before telling him. He's mad about that, but he's also worried about the fact that she is not as into him as he's into her. All right. So there's that drama. There's more that went on with it, but it's mostly just like Ekin-Su being like, "What? I didn't do anything wrong." And Gemma just like saying, "No, I didn't really say that. It was Demi that was talking. I didn't really agree with it or say anything." It was like, which is complete nonsense. She knows that she feels that way. She just didn't want to actually say it. All right. All right. So Ekin-Su was wrong because she was spreading drama and she's pretending like she's not. And Gemma is wrong because she's freaking lying. All right. She knows he's all into her and she's into him, but she's not as into him as that. And if there's another guy that comes along, she would jump ship. But what she doesn't want to do is let him know that, because then he would jump ship before she does, because he doesn't want to get his feelings hurt. She wants to keep him secure in that spot until she can decide. Either way, if nothing shows up, then she'll just stay with him. And if something comes up, then she can go. But she doesn't want him to be the one in control and leaving when he feels any sort of way. So that happens. All right, so Gemma talks to Luca. Then Luca, for some reason, decides that he wants to confront Ekin-Su about the situation. And now both Gemma and Luca's yelling at Ekin-Su, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, I get you start drama, but like, it's stupid. It's a stupid thing to argue about. I mean, the main problem that they had is with what was said. It wasn't that the fact that she said it, like seriously. All right. So now we have another dramatic situation with Jax and Paige. So Jax says to Paige, let's go to the pool. Then he walks to the pool and she doesn't follow him. She got caught up in a conversation with Jay, and she's just now just in the kitchen area, just talking to Jay, and Jax is pissed off about it. He's going around, he's telling people he's pissed, he's huffing and puffing, and yeah, eventually Demi, again involved in this situation, he decides to go tell her about what was going on with Jax and all that. And eventually her and Jax talks, and the drama was kind of squashed, I guess. But it was basically just him just opening up to her and telling her how he feels. And with her just kind of like still talking to Jay, it kind of pissed him off. So yeah, it was just a feelings, nonsense sort of conflict. So it's time for party night, and it's a blue party. Everyone's got to be wearing blue. Yay. Okay. See them there, all blued up. Wearing blue. All right, so Luca is still worried about the situation of Gemma being more not as interested in him as he's interested in her. So he's talking to some friends about it, and Gemma sees him talking about it, and she gets pissed off, and she goes and confronts him about it. Just all weird and pointless and stupid. All right, so they have an argument about that. Same thing that they were arguing about in the morning. Now they're doing it at night. Then Paige takes Jay aside and decide to let him know. All right, you can see them there, Paige and Jay talking in private. All right, and she decides to let him know that she is all in on Jax, and she doesn't want to lead him on. So that is over, and he took it very well, and yeah, that happened. Then after, I think they planned this together. I don't know, because then after Paige did that, Tasha decides to do the same with Charlie, letting him know that she's no longer interested in getting to know anyone except for Andrew, which was weird, which made me think that it was all a show, and these ladies are very manipulative. Well played. All right. So she does that, and now she's all kissing on Andrew, and she's saying, oh, I've never had a moment like this and a conversation like this with any other guy, and blah, blah, blah. Even though they were both like the least liked couple by the public when they voted for people to go. So yeah, it seems like she's trying to like play the game and win the money at the end. I think the prize is like 50 grand or something like that. So she's definitely playing the game hard. So I think that was it for the drama. And it looks like the next episode is going to be a strip show. Looks like everyone's going to be doing a strip show. So till next time.